Yeah, hey, it's me again. I'm here at Chris. Hey. Uh, I thought I would post a short vid to show off this cool thing going on with my hair. I've got a little seam bulb going right back to my sixth grade emo days when my hair was this long, like spiked in the back, looked like a looked like Shadow the Hedgehog going super somewhere in the process. Yeah, it was time in sixth grade. I was like 11 years old, and then 12 at that time. Probably 11 years old or whatever. Um, so I guess one of the talking points I'll come up with today, um, I have EBT going for me. It's working for me now. So on the 16th or 17th, it resets and I get like 279 in US dollars for a month. That's an absurd amount of money, isn't it? That's an absurd amount of money. $279 a month for food. I don't even know what I'm doing with all that much money. I could probably just like I'll probably go drink heavy and just hydrate. I think I'll do that. Um, but it's actually another thing that's actually pretty helpful because I will be able to utilize that much for water to be able to um, like so I'm also facing eviction, right? Which means that I won't be having a sink, which means I'll have to like hand wash or whatever. Like cut my stuff up, put it in cups, and then like shake that cup or whatever so it gets all the debris off or else. Um, I am going to as soon as I finish this, I'm going to go check out what the office has to say. The office for this apartment here, um, and see about the court date so that I can get that taken care of. I think that's the only mission I have to take care of today. Um, Tomorrow there's an open mic. Well, probably I should be hunting for more open mics or shows. Because if it were up to me, I'd be playing like a minimum of 10 shows a week. Like 10 shows in 3 days would be ideal peak, I think. But it seems word of mouth is spreading very quickly, and I'm unsure what to do about that. So I'll have to hang tight for now, yeah. Or, ask around. It's still a living situation. Um, I'll, since winter's coming, or since winter's here, it has yet to hit absolutely full force yet, but it's already December, and by the time the 20th comes, it's going to be pretty cold, and then January is going to be pretty cold too, all the way through April probably. At least that's what it was like this past year that we are in now, 2023, 2023, well, leap year. So, so in vlog 12, I talked about my having removed gear. What I didn't mention is that a little bit over a year ago, it was like mid-November, I'd had one person join my crew, um, and then I forget what month it was. Might have been October. So I'll say like a month and a half ago, I accrued a third member. Um, but it seems like both of them are pretty cheesy to me, and I struggle to comprehend why. Um, yeah, I'm a socialite, and as the captain type that I am, uh, that means that it is important to me to have the information that I can then utilize to work with the situations that I'm in. Without that information, it's just more difficult to try and piece everything together. Um, like, like it's easier to make sense of stuff when there's stuff to be made sense of. Um, to be able to open up the concept, to be able to actually be and have friends instead of just being like just straight up just individuals hanging out and uh, like actual friendship. So I did okay keep it based on that, and I also filled out some. So I decided to actually boast this time. Like before, I was just sharing like just random bits and pieces of stuff here and there, like I let my personality shine. I guess is what I'd said. But this time, I decided to go boast heavy. Um, I had a bunch of things about uh, my education and my IQ. For those that don't know, the last time I took an IQ test was 117, which is 2 points above the max part of standard deviation. Um, and the time that I took before that, it was in the mid 120s. It was either 123 or 124. I'm not sure. I don't actually remember. Um, but so I probably hover from like 119 to 120, 121. But it's within that range, I guess. And and then I added that I was a third year graduate. And then I talked a little bit about my choir medals and my letterman. Um, for those that don't know, um, which is probably a bigger number of people than I initially would consider. I have two silver medals and one gold medal for solo and ensemble through 2 years of trying. I did my freshman year. I did a French piece by Gabriel Faure. Si chiamava The Cradles, by Gabriel Faure. Then I made a two that year, which is a silver medal. And then in my next year of uh, solo and ensemble, I did. I did a German piece called Widmung by Robert Schumann. Um, During the first round, I made a gold medal for a mixed score of one, and in the second round at state, I made a silver medal. Right. Uh, and then my choir teacher left after that year, so I was kind of bummed. And I had that sophomore year, I had moved from Diamond Hill, the area that I was living at, to a place a little further east, a little bit southeast, but mostly east, to the Riverside area of Fort Worth. Um, so I'd been living there for a good hefty minute. Uh, and then so during the turn of the year, I basically had decided that I would transfer to Riverside and just try my luck there, I guess. Excuse me. Yeah, just have some soup. So that's where all these bubbly effects are coming from. Yeah. Um, Cormorants hanging out on the side. It's really good stuff. I definitely need for more of that stuff. Cormorant. So yeah, my senior year, my third year of high school, my senior year, uh, I was set up to sing a Russian piece, but I wasn't really I wasn't really given like a hefty opportunity to practice with the choir director, which is something that I'm kind of like. I just appreciate having a mentor, someone to work with directly. The whole mentor apprentice kind of situation in general, I think, is the most astounding concept to me. It gets really personal. Like I mentioned in vlog 12, I had an Aikido mentor set up, and it looks like I might not have that anymore. We'll figure that out as time progresses. But for the plan that I had set up before I port and head out to, what am I going to do? That way is west. I'm going to be sailing that way. Um, um, Visit Asia, that whole area. I'm gonna stop in Hawaii first because I have a mission there. I've got a couple of folks that I would like to meet up with. Shout out to Kawailani, Bree, Yugepa, my buddy I met like a while back. Um, I'm gonna link this to you, and you will have seen your name, heard your name, heard your name. You will have heard your name. Uh, by the way, that song that I asked you to help me with, I still play it. Uh, I'll send the video and leave you another note there. Yeah, so I poured in 2 years is the plan, which just means so at the end of 2022, I'd made it a 3 year plan because I had just gotten the job with the Low Income Housing Institute, and I had put together the finance plan, the financial plan on like how long it would take me to get a vote and pay for the Maritime Academy so that I could get some information on ties uh, and navigation, as well as whatever I could help supplement myself with so that I could travel safely. I mean, I know that I have the confidence to be able to do so with like a smaller boat on my own. Like, so long as I have some sort of cabin, I should be fine. Uh, that's to say, just enough space to like store a guitar and clothes, um, and some video cards to pass the time, and my books. So long as I have that, I should be set. So, then, um, but yeah, so when the Low Income Housing Institute cut me off, terminated the employment, it messed with the plan entirely. So, so I was unable to study Aikido for the 3 year plan that would have earned me a black belt. And uh, I think Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is also about 3 years of study for black belt. It might be longer. I could look. I'll check that up again in a minute. But now I'm at 2 years left. But it looks like I'll be able to get Social Security, and if that happens, and I get a Section 8 voucher, so if I have all of these tools working on their way for me now, I should be able to just A, live rent free, B, partake in Aikido for the rest of these 2 years, C, partake in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu for 2 years, uh, D, take the math and English courses that I need at Seattle Central so that I can become uh, eligible for the Maritime Academy, and then E, um, use 2025. Is that how this works? So that's 2022. Sorry, 2022 was like, it passed. It was like 2023, like January was the start of the plan, of the 3 year plan, I guess. So it's then then the next year, and then I could probably do Seattle Maritime Academy during 2024. I think it starts in like fall, and then it works for 3 quarters. Um, and then I'm pretty much ready to be on the ocean on my own. Um, I should be fine. I'm definitely confident in my own abilities enough to be able to do so. Excuse me. And in fact, when I was over at what's the spot? Northeast Seattle, on on Lake Washington. Socials on the west. Sales standpoint. Sales standpoint. Okay, so I took like they gave me like a complimentary 3 day course or whatever, and I took 2 days of it, and I picked it up pretty quickly, pretty easily. I wasn't like perfect by any means, but it was manageable. Um, so I'm definitely confident in my own abilities and being able to travel on my own. It would, however, be nice to be able to experience other entities who are also capable of traveling on water, so as to be able to experience the whole lookout bit. Uh, Sometimes we need sleep, I guess is one of the ways that I'm looking at it. It would just be nice to be able to have comrades. Um, yeah, being alone isn't fun. I can have fun on my own, but being alone, like without the option of not, it's not very fun. Yeah. So, I guess this week, I'll be a little bit more music heavy. I'll probably put up like three unrecorded songs for you on SoundCloud and YouTube. Probably SoundCloud as I'm more active on there. Or, I mean, I'm active on YouTube as well. I'm always watching stuff and listening to stuff, but I think I post more frequently on SoundCloud. Uh, it goes as it goes, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna let it be. Um, Catch you all later, yeah? Later.